Alright, so what we're sweeping with today is the Johnston VT650, and to sweep we're going to want to turn the ignition on, and then you're going to preheat the engine, and then this is the engine crank button. So once the engine is started and running, you go ahead and raise the RPM to above 1200, between 1200 and 2200, and once you are in the correct RPM, you go ahead and start sweeping. Now you have controls for the left side of the sweeper and you have controls for the right side of the sweeper. These are all the same. They'll just operate functions on the left side or the right side. So we have the right gutter broom brush, the right suction nozzle, and the main broom head that'll tilt to sweep for the right side. And the same thing on this side, we have the left gutter broom brush, the left suction nozzle, and then that middle brush will tilt over to the left side so you can sweep on the left side. Now, let's say we'll sweep on the left side, so we'll go ahead and turn the switch to position 1, which will drop the brush down and it'll start spinning. And we'll go ahead and also put the suction nozzle switch into position 1. That'll drop down the suction nozzle and then the main brush. And then we'll go ahead and open the suction flap from the hopper so that the suction nozzle will have vacuum going through it. So when this is pushed in, that'll have vacuum going through it. And then if you want to add water, go ahead and push each switch to its final position, and that'll go ahead and add water for each one of these functions. Same thing goes for the right side. Now there are gutter broom lights, which will be activated by these switches for the right and left side, and then there's additional water for the left and right side on the front bumper, which can also be added for if that's needed. We'll go ahead and turn those off, and then to wind up everything down, go ahead and push everything into the off position. Go ahead and lower the RPM, and you can shut the truck off. Now if you're going to be dumping before you shut it off, there's a remote right back here, and to operate this remote you're going to have the engine running, and then you're going to have to push this button right here, which will activate this remote. So once this button is pressed, this remote will be activated, and then to access the functions, you go ahead and push this green button, and then you'd go hopper raise, open the rear door, it'll dump all the trash, and then go ahead and close the rear door. And then to lower it back down, there is a safety prop. So to raise that safety prop, you'd go ahead and push the activate button, the safety prop, and then you go ahead and lower the hopper back down until it's fully lowered. And then to deactivate the remote, just go ahead and click this button back down, and then that'll deactivate the remote, and then you can shut off the engine.